I'm in South Korea and I am thinking about today what are reasons to Facebook block someone or to block someone in general on any social media app that you use, Instagram, your cell phone, what are reasons to block people? So off of the top of my head, why do I block people on Facebook? The number one reason I block people on Facebook is that I don't even know them and suddenly they start telling me they love me and want to be my girlfriend. That is the number one reason I block people on Facebook, is that they're strange men, probably looking for an American woman to marry them so they can get a visa. And I don't know if they think I'm some fat, overweight woman who is desperate and 107 years old. But no, you messaging me and going "I love you" is not going to make me marry you and pay for your plane ticket to come back to the USA. What are these guys thinking? Honestly, so that's the number one reason I block people, is that they're strangers macking on me. And ever since I've moved to Korea, I don't know why joining Korean groups gets a ton of Indian men hitting on you, but ever since I moved to Korea and joined some of the foreign groups, my inbox has been flooded with men from Pakistan trying to hit on me. And honestly, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense if maybe it was Korean men, but it's not. It's men from Pakistan. So that's the number one reason they get blocked. I don't know you, you're trying to mac on me. The second reason I block people is obviously the conversation got rude. There's a point where the conversation is just negative, continues to be negative. The person's just speaking rude to you. I block for that. Or I block when people. I block internet trolls. One thing about Facebook is its own community. It's its own atmosphere. What is it? It has its own network. So on Facebook, if you join any of the groups or any of the chats, then strangers who are not your friends have access to your comments. And then as soon as they can see your comments, they can also message you, right? And so one thing I don't like is when someone from Facebook will comment. Pardon me. One thing I don't like is when someone from Facebook will comment on my own personal opinions and beliefs, or they'll try to tell me how to live. That's not their place. You're a stranger. Who are you to tell me how to live my life? So I really don't like that. I will block when someone starts to control and possess me. That's a stranger. Basically, strangers get blocked. Strangers get blocked for inappropriate comments. Period. And then also, friends get not. I guess they're not even friends, because if they're friends, would I block them? Acquaintances from life who maybe have been in the picture a long time will get blocked. If I don't like their Facebook posts, I will block them. If I don't like their Facebook posts, there's this one girl, I saw her consistently post the most depressing things for 2 years. And every time it's oh my God, why am I not dead? Oh my God, I hate life. Oh my God, could life be any worse? Oh my God, misery loves company and misery is me. And oh my God, if I don't kill myself, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I'm so sad. Sad face. Her whole Facebook for 2 years straight was constantly, I'm depressed, I'm sad, my life sucks, I'm depressed. So I ended up blocking her because I was sick of seeing that negative crap on my Facebook. A lot of people say Facebook is fake and everyone's putting their best life online. Shoot, I wish that was true. A lot of times I go on Facebook and people are putting their pathetic life online. I don't know what people are talking about. Everything on Facebook is fake, and because people are always putting their best life. A lot of times on Facebook, people are putting their pathetic lives online, and I don't like to see it. So if your life is too pathetic, consistently pathetic, and you're complaining about it, blocked. I will block for that. I feel like someone is watching me, which is awkward while I'm trying to do a video vlog. Anyway, so okay, it's been moving on. So I'm just chilling in the city, like this. Okay, so and then finally, reasons I will block a person in real life, meaning I'll cut off contact with them in real life, is that the experience is negative, that the negative experiences outweigh the positive experiences, or I'm just not getting what I need out of the relationship. For instance, like recently, like I went out with a girl, not on a date, just as a friend, and like I'll tell you what I did wrong in this scenario is like she had very strong brown liquor on her, and she asked me if I would like to take some, and I did, and I shouldn't have, and I never had liquor so strong in my life that I ended up like passing out, and like so. So that was so for me that was a negative, and then I also lost my wallet, so for me that was a negative, and then I had a hangover, so for me that was a negative, and I didn't remember what happened, so for me that was a negative, and like so like even though like technically like it's like I relate her with the negative experience, and you just because, and you have to sometimes like you have to look at the events surrounding a person, and especially because like sometimes it's not like a matter of a person is like because there's toxic personalities where the person is like being negative towards you, right? Like with their verbal words, and they're like fuck you, you're a piece of shit, and when a person has a toxic personality, it's easy to recognize they're a negative person and cut that relationship off. But then there's this other person that is harder to recognize because they actually might say very charming things to you. They might be like, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, I love you so much, oh, you're my best friend. But then you have to look at the events that happen around them to see that they're negative. Like bad things are always happening, like the cops are always being called, or like you're always overspending, you're always spending too much money, or you always end up talking with people who you despise, or like so there's people who are obviously negative with their mouth, and there are people who you can't look at anything they say. You have to look at the events that come with the person, right? And like so if the person is obviously negative, always talking all that blah blah, all that hot mess, cut. But then also if the events that always happen around the person are negative, then cut. Like I will block them in real life. Because like the truth is like what you can say is like, well, how do I know I'm not the problem? Because you're with yourself 24/7, right? So like if when you're with yourself 24/7, bad things aren't happening. You're not meeting strange and bad boys. Like you're not constantly drunk. You're not losing your money. You're not overspending. Like if these things are not happening when you're normally by yourself and off to yourself, then it's probably because of the person, right? Like that's obvious. So like things like that, yes, I will cut. Anyways, so that's all I have to say about reasons I block people. So to sum up, I block people who are strangers and they're saying inappropriate comments. I block acquaintances who complain and don't make any signs of improvements after a long duration of time. And I block friends when I realize these people are not friends because they have a negative influence or effect on me. So that's it. Don't forget to click the notification bell and subscribe to my channel.